Hello, this is my reflection video of Folio 1 CPS. For the first week theme observation, I observed a jar of sliced pickles that always stay on my table, and I have actually never taken a close look at it before I take this theme. And then from the observation, the outcome is a sketching of my imagine that this jar is kind of a little environment, and then a thin long fish decided to live in this hard smooth environment. It bended itself to squeeze in it. It make the fish feel safe because the surface is harder than its skin, and the fish stay in the environment for a lifelong time. Its skin owes unique clear green markers, and then under different lights it emits a strong and irregular yellow-green light due to the reflection caused by the surface of its environment, and this also can see in the observation outcome as well. For the related works, I actually seen a Japanese illustrator called Chibi Tari Chen, a series of illustration produced by her is the growth and plants are sealed in various kind of bottles, forming a kind of ecology and beauty. This theme gives me inspiration for many things, although my sketch does not use people as the main body of the ecology. The week 2 tinkering. In response to the theme of tinkering, I produced a short stop-motion animation using the polymer clay, playing with the clay to make an ugly man and filming it into stop motion is the thing that I barely did before. And it is pretty interesting to me. I also found really hard to get the perfect result without the equipment, but the process of developing is fun and unexpected. The works that actually inspiring me is a series of sculpture that I can't find who sculpted. He made these clay portraits with different expressions on their face, laying out together. That inspired me and my animation background. Thus, I decided to try filming my ugly man show the moving expressions on his face. For the week 3 theme found object, I took a hairdryer as a prototype and transformed it into a sort of space battleship and tried to illustrate a space to random. It's a space background and the earth of a corner in it to create sort of a universal kind of feeling. I took a photo of my hairdryer and inspired by its outline, the shape, and the color palette on it, used Procreate as a tool to draw a technical spaceship. Related work is a series of work by a software engineer and artist Erect Gangzu, inspired by the daily necessaries around him, such as game, controller, and chili sauce. He created a series of advanced design with a sense of technology, and that really gives me inspiring, so I decided to do a similar thing. In response to week 4 theme, the placed, I made a 2D illustration on top of a photo I took. I imagine if I live in a world of snack and rat, the view from the balcony of my own apartment, replace all motor vehicles on the road with different rodents, and there is a large grass green snake, similar to a natural enemy of the rats, and shuttering between the buildings. The related work is Alex Antonescu product similar works. For week 4, Alice Antonescu produced the similar works. Illustrations of different features of people or animals or even monsters that interacting with the objects or the buildings, the architectures in real images. He can always ingeniously combine these characters in his work with a corner of the city in unexpected ways. His style is casual and extremely colorful, very personal. The composition and content are also very imaginative. In response to the theme of object-oriented ontology in week 5, I created a simple 2D animation using Procreate to draw the background, and I use a Flippa clip to do the animation part. I wanted to explore what it would look like when human disappeared and the modern and industrial world was quickly dominated by plants like vegetation. I first draw a bathroom sink covered by vegetation in Procreate, and I made a simple 2D animation on Flippa clip with this illustration as the background to show that life will have its own way out, and a new ecology has been born. Some related works is from San Apollo artist Rodrigo Bono through his repurposing of organic media, and he seeks to draw attention to the inherent beauty of the nature world and make room for a variety of sensation from sound to sight. One of his creative series is to disassemble the plant life and furniture of the brocket and make the bark, brocket, and leaves into cloth cushion and chair legs. These everyday objects diversify with new purpose, changing shapes, size, and coloring and colors. The object's description quote Arnaldo Fares as saying, "There is no death, only continuous transformation and transmutation of state." Finally, I would make a conclusion as my reflection. After 5 weeks of dedicated study and experimentation, a profound realization has engaged: the abandonment of conventional creative process. By ingeniously approaching subjects from novel perspectives, the transformation of the intangible into tangible reality is achieved. This period of exploration led me to embrace unfamiliar techniques and medias, thereby unlocking a Venus of diverse form of artistic expression. While not every outcome aligned with my initial expectations, the journey itself was a source of immense satisfactions, fostering and enduring fondness for the creative process and its boundless ideas.